We've been talking some Dogecoin lately, and right now I do want to share some insight into what we're seeing here on the charts because there's a very interesting pattern starting to form, and this does give way to what we're looking at in the market that I want to share with you guys why I'm bullish on Doge. And all things are pretty much kind of setting up. Okay, I think we're setting up for a little altcoin season, and as we look at the top 100, I'll share with you guys what we have going on in the bubbles. But first, if you have not hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, now's the time to do that. Completely free. If you do like Dogecoin, subscribe here. We do talk Doge every single day. And let's get into the news. All right. The one thing I will share with you is Bitcoin is on a little bit of a fall. And conversely, Ethereum has been showing some strength. As we look on a day where Ethereum's up 2.4%, Bitcoin's down 0.2%, kind of gives way to that altcoin season narrative. And if we go a little deeper into this conversation and we pull up the coin market cap index, this is where you're going to see altcoin season sitting at a 58. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to see when we start tipping the scales into the direction of alts. And for Doge right now, this is what we're going to be talking about because there is a very important chart pattern that kind of I would feel very remiss if we didn't talk about it and it actually came to fruition. Okay, so let's get into the conversation because right now, as we've rebounded from 21 cents, we're starting to see a little cup and handle pattern start to form. And I want to share kind of my thoughts. I know it's been kind of rough, it's been volatile, but as we continue to trade here, and these are on the daily candle, so I will zoom this one in so you guys can see better. But as we do look at that cup and handle start to form, this is where Dogecoin has a technical indicator to kind of pave the way to 30 cents. Now, Dogecoin was a crypto when it was back at the 10, 11, even sub 10 cents level. We were stacking some Doge, and no, it's not kind of what we've been used to within previous runs. But this is still a very significant trade that we've made over 2024. And even zooming out a little bit back into just the summer of this year where Dogecoin was down at 15 cents, almost essentially 50+% in just a few short months. So for anybody who thinks that meme coins or Dogecoin's dead and it's just kind of just never going to go back to its glory, this is a crypto since basically the springtime of 2025. If we want to kind of measure this one off and talk about it, from its low point to where we are at right here, right now, we're sitting on about a 72, 73% gain. And even from the high point over these last few months, in just a pretty much a 3-month and 2-week window, Dogecoin was able to, if you locked in profits and you took it if you bought at the bottom and sold at the top, 127% in just a little bit over 3 months' time. So it's still alive. It's a very significant crypto to trade. And for me as a trader, this is a not a meme coin for what I do. Okay, it's just way too big. And I think that when we look at the overall market cap sitting at 32 billion, this is a top 10 crypto, right? This is not just a Solana meme coin that's come about. And honestly, for my own opinion, this is kind of a crypto that actually has some real world value, albeit it did start off as a meme and as a joke. It presents us with some everyday use, okay? And if you don't know what I mean by that, Bitcoin store value, Ethereum just transactionally, right? But Dogecoin, if you go in certain places, you actually can use it in your everyday lives, okay? And that's why I think we're starting to see a lot more companies come up with Dogecoin treasuries. I did a video talking about that. There was a recent $200 million investment by a company to have Dogecoin treasury backed. We know about Tesla and Elon Musk's involvement as well. And that's kind of where I'm at, all right? But as we get into the narrative here, this is where we're going to look into the chart once more because this is what is relevant, okay? We have seen a little bit of a decrease, but the whales that are moving, okay, there's over almost a billion Dogecoin that has moved. That's approximately $200 million to Binance wallets. So a lot of people are wondering about that distribution, if we will see some sell-off, if that is a whale shifting positions. But the open interest is down as well as we have slipped to about 8% down after all of those inflows. So a lot of speculation going on within the bears and the bulls, okay? But once we talk about this even more so, despite that big whale sell-off, we have had a lot of whale accumulations in August. And as we talk about kind of the network remaining good, there's a lot of reasons to be excited about the technical analysis I'm going to share with you guys, okay? But we're holding that line. 21 cents serves as the floor as we look at the support. And also as we do deal with that 20-cent psychological barrier, for me, guys, as a trader, that's kind of the level, right? If Dogecoin dips below 20 cents, fine. But, I'm not going to tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but I do share with you guys my opinions. And when we do have Dogecoin at 13, 14 cents, and we're talking about, okay, this is a 20 to 24 cents crypto, And now we're looking at it, staring down a barrel of a 21, 22 cents Doge on a bad day. It's hard not to get excited. And we talked about this, right? We've done Dogecoin videos every day for quite some time, and we've talked about it over and over again. And I think a lot of people balked at the opportunity as Doge continued to trade around a dime. Okay. Those days are long gone. Not saying we'll never go back there, but they are long gone in the short term. Now, as we look at it a little bit, there is a neutral to bearish bias when we talk about the momentum that we do have going on. You can see my indicator here back on the end of July, still flashing momentum down on the daily candles, waiting for that to change gears. But also, the one thing that I will talk about is that 21 to 23 cents is a very, very significant compression phase for what Doge is showing on the charts, okay? So we're waiting for that crossover from bearish to bullish, but the levels that I'm watching for my Doge as I continue to trade, this is kind of where we're going to see if we can hold 21 cents despite all of the whale selling that is ongoing. But if we do see a breakout, if we get a tailwind, some macro, right, that's where the 23 cents becomes the new floor, the new support line. And then from there, we have our sights set on the 25 to 30 cents level, okay? So if I am going to long Doge, I'm setting on some take profit zones at the 25 to 30 cents range. And that's kind of what we have to look for, that futures open interest to shift gears, because if we do want to play into the leverage game, that's where we need to see that kind of buck the trend of the 8% drop that we've been witnessing. And from there, guys, if we do see a shift in that open interest, that's kind of what I think is going to pave the way for Doge to reclaim this territory around 24, 25 cents, even upwards of what we've had go on around this 30 cents range. And that's the zone that I want to get back to, okay? Simply put, that's kind of where I'm at. I know those aren't the straightest lines, but this is where I want to see Dogecoin get back to. And if you do see this as a consolidation net, if you will, as we've seen this basically through the end of July consolidate, this is kind of where we could look into taking profits in this zone if you do want to make a short to intermediate length trade on Doge in today's market, okay? Not financial advice. I never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto. That's just kind of what I'm doing personally. So I wanted to share with you guys my insight, and hope you all are doing well. Enjoy the Labor Day weekend for those of you in the States that do celebrate. And if you're not in the United States, enjoy the weekend, even though it's not Labor Day and you probably don't have that holiday, which is okay. But any day that people get a day off of work and get some time away with friends, family, and to enjoy some good weather is quite all right. So let's enjoy this, and looking for Doge to get back up into the 30s. And that would be a beautiful sight to see, especially for all the Doge that we scooped up around a dime. That would be a very, very good day for us on the charts and on the channel. So I'll leave you all with that. Enjoy it, and we'll talk to you guys very soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.